beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. You guys, we're here today to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm just going to tell y'all something. Y'all might get mad at me and be like, girl, stop bitching about it. Jesus. I was bored. I was bored out of my mind. I'm sorry. I know some people enjoyed it, all of that or whatever. This is boring as shit to me. It's not giving me anything except old stuff. Like, it's old stuff and I'm tired of it. And I promise you, I had to make myself do this one before I do Martha's Vineyard, because I'm like, once I do Martha's Vineyard, I'm for sure not gonna want to do this one. Like, I just don't feel it. But let's get it out the way. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We would love to have you. Yeah, y'all, let's get to it. All right, y'all. So we start off at Drew's house, and she's having company. So we have this music breakdown, and it's like pretty decent music. It's like boom, 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 and I'm like, who getting out the car? And then we have the slow mo of people getting out the car. It's the same thing they did when they were getting out the car at Sonya's party. And I'm like, are we just gonna keep doing a whole lot of car slow mos? Just get here, all right? Just get here, get in there, and let's go. But it's Sonya, and I'm like, first of all, Sonya did not deserve that music. Why we give her the slow, sexy music? No, thank you. She shouldn't even be here, but it's fine. So yeah, Sonya is there, and y'all, do they even like each other? I'm sorry, I stand corrected. We are at Sheree's house, and that makes more sense because yeah, I thought it was what's her name, Drew from the back, but it's Sheree. And who else comes over but Marlo? We get the slow music, the slow mo, and all that or whatever. All right, fine. And we see the chef. The chef is making brunch. Y'all, I wasn't mad at that brunch for real. Number one, number two, yeah, it was nice of Sheree to offer some food, have some meals or whatever, and not just like some sandwiches or wings or whatever. Like, she had brunch, and I can appreciate a good brunch. And you guys, happy belated Mother's Day to all of the moms. I just thought about it because I gave brunch for Mother's Day, and I think on my video, my last video, I didn't say happy belated Mother's Day. So happy belated Mother's Day. But yeah, this food looks pretty good, and I'm like, oh, look at Martell's girlfriend, and by that I'm talking about the chef. The chef and her eyelashes. I was like, girl, how long are we doing those lashes? And please make sure nothing falls off into the food. All right, so they sit down, they're eating, having mimosas and all that, talking about BravoCon, and this was Sonya's first time, so she was talking about how overwhelming it was and that people were kind of chasing them down, and she said them because no ma'am, no one was chasing you, no ma'am. But we're talking about Mama Joyce on the panel, and y'all know how I feel about Marlo, but I ain't gonna lie, I had to laugh when she was like talking about how Candy needs to stop talking about me and get things done under her own roof in her household, because the streets is talking, and the streets, yeah, this fool said, is your mama. And she did this smile, and I am not gonna lie, I died laughing. I was like, she's so dumb. And it's funny because it's true. Girl, get your mom together. Like, yeah, that shit wasn't cute when it happened. It's not cute anymore. Again, it's just old stuff, and it's rude. Like, I don't like the way people be playing Todd. I don't. I feel like I'm madder than Candy is. Y'all know everybody be like, oh, Candy don't play about her kids, her money, her food, her man. No, she plays about her man because she let her mom play all in her face about her man. Like, I mean, you could be respectful and be like, Mom, enough. Like, that's enough. Because it is. Because now you have any and everybody, Martell, talking about Todd being an opportunist. Excuse me, sir. Sir who can't get his builder's license. Excuse me. Like, are you really saying that? I just feel like it just opens the door for everybody else to shit on him because you okay for your mom. You know, you okay, your mom doing it. It's not cool. All right, we're gonna move on by last thing they talked about was Martell. And y'all know I'm not playing with this phony ass relationship. I'm just not playing with it. And her talking about how he's not the way people portray him. No, this is how he portray himself. And no, this is how he is. I'm sorry. So we're just not even gonna play with the fact that it's just not a real relationship. So there's nothing to see here. And then also, y'all, sorry, Drew and her husband and rock climbing, and I don't care what they're talking about. She sold some records. He helped out. She wants more help. He was like, nah, chick, because he don't really fool with her like that, which we already know. I don't care. I don't care about them. Like, I can't watch it again. Sorry. That's what I remember. That's it. All right, Kenya is screaming at somebody about it being a low fucking resolution or whatever, and I'm just like, girl, that's not how you talk to people. Even though you're a boss, that's not how you talk to people. And then it's so funny because her assistant looked at the camera. I was like, oh, I feel like I'm watching The Office or something. Like she literally looked at the camera like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know. Does Kenya talk to them like that all the time? That's not cool. And hopefully she don't talk to the assistant like that. Kenya, calm down. And it's so funny because she then switches like right away. She calls Manetta and she's asking her to choreograph something. And I say something because I barely saw it last night. And I don't know what she wants choreographed, but Manetta's gonna do it. All right, y'all. Another scene. We have Candy coming to talk to Don Juan. Don't like anything that she has on. Don't like her hair. Don't like any of it. Don't like the boots. Don't like the outfit. I don't understand. Apparently, she's going to some game. Was it a basketball game? Something like that. And Don Juan was like dressed like that. Like she looked like she was about to do some Lady Marmalade type of stuff. Is that the name of it? Lady Marmalade. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about though. Moulin Rouge type stuff. We'll just say that. Yeah, I didn't like the hair. I just didn't like any of it. And I really kind of hated that hair on her. But I mean, it is what it is. So the whole point of this is that she's writing out everything that she has to do. And, it's the same thing again. You guys, Candy is overbooked. Candy has a lot to do, a lot on her plate. We already know that. All right, yeah. So we finished that scene with Manana coming and her and Don Juan talking to Candy about Mama Joyce and the fact that Kayla saw it and sent it to Todd. She saw the little clip of Mama Joyce clowning him. Like I know Kayla probably cannot stand Mama Joyce. I swear to God, I know she does. Because if it was my parent, I would not be able to stand this old lady. Like, no, she needs to watch her fucking mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, you're not going to clown my parent and think that I'm okay with you. It's not cute. It's not funny. No. And so, what's her name? Candy said that Riley is the one that showed it to her. So, yeah, that's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. It's mad rude. Like, it's rude. And, they're kind of telling her, like, well, why don't you have a talk with her? What season is this? Again, why are Lord, why are we right back here again? Like, really, why are we talking about this all over again? We're back at one. I swear to God, I just feel like we're back at one and it's ridiculous. Candy is never gonna do it because she's just like, I just don't care what you think about my husband at this point. Just respect my marriage. It's too much. It's been too much. And you've been told her that she's not doing it. So I tell you what, how about you stop putting her on TV? How about you do that so that she can stop clowning your man on national television? Don't give her ass a platform to be clowning him on national TV. How about you do that? All right, we're at the house with Drew and them, and listen, Drew gets a phone call from Candace. Y'all know Candace, that's my girl. She is on tour at the wineries, and she wants Drew to come and sing with her. All right, great. Drew was just like, "Oh my God, this is my big shot. Oh my God, this is my chance of a lifetime." And I was like, "It is at a winery with Candace. Okay, okay. Listen, I ain't gonna clown Candace because that's my girl. But Drew, on the other hand, girl, calm down." Wait, y'all. And the part that I missed was this fool got invited by default. Like she was like, Shamari was supposed to come. I was like, oh my God, don't tell her that. Like, why are you telling her that she's second or third? Like, she probably wasn't even second choice. But listen, again, Drew was happy, so that's all that matters. All right, so at Drew's house, who shows up? Super loud. She's so freaking loud. His cousin. I can't remember her name right now, but y'all know the annoying one. The one that listen, I'm not gonna say anything. She's just annoying. She got the annoying voice. She's annoying, and I did not realize how loud she was until this episode, where I was just like, "Why the fuck is she so loud?" She's so loud. But anyway, she comes in and she has a guy with her, and Drew was like, "Oh, how do y'all know each other? Oh my God, I used to work with him." And apparently, it's Bryce from Groove Theory. And when they showed the pictures, I was like, no, it ain't. No, that ain't him. That ain't him. That's not Bryce because I used to think Bryce was. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not unattractive. He's not an ugly guy. He just don't look anything like he did. He don't at all. But okay, they have a kid together. 24-year-old that looks like her, like looks like spitting image of her. Um yeah, they're cousins. They come in and what's his name? What is Drew's husband name? I can never remember his name. Whatever his name is. All right, still can't remember the husband's name, but the cousin's name or the girl, the annoying one, her name is Courtney. And y'all know, like, it's just even more annoying to me that she is coming off as like Drew's long lost cousin, her husband's cousin. So now she's another connection. Who did she originally come in with? Sheree. So now we have to see a lot of her. Like, I just feel like we're seeing too much of her, and I don't like it. But her having Bryce on here with her, to me it's giving, listen, I'm about to be on television, just come and get your face on television. Because why? Y'all not a couple, y'all co-parents. She's 24, y'all ain't even gotta talk to each other really. Y'all friends, that's great, but why is he here like y'all on a couple's date? I don't know, it really is just giving, come put your face on TV. All right, so Drew, being messy as shit, decides to FaceTime Candy while Courtney is there, knowing good and well that they don't get along because, of course, her husband told her what happened at the party. And she's like, oh, look who's here. And Courtney was like, yeah, I'm just going to go the other way. And she's like, oh, hey. And Candy in the confessional was like, girl, now you know I don't like this girl. Why are you on my phone with this? And she's like, oh, I'm not trying to be messy. That's what I hate about Drew. The whole actress shit. And again, y'all know I don't like Marlo, but when she said, listen, are you acting? Or, I don't know. She never know how to take Drew. And it's true because she's always acting and it's not good either. Oh my God, I wasn't trying to be messy. No, I would never do that. Yeah, you are. And her playing stupid is just not even, girl. So she tells Candy about being invited to sing with Candace, and Candy says she'll be there. All right. All right, y'all. So we're at the city winery, and Candace is there. She's doing a sound check and everything. Drew comes with Courtney, and that's what I mean, you guys. Like, Drew, number one, don't have any friends, so of course she's gonna latch on to her. Courtney wants to be on in every scene that she can. Like, she just really wants to be around, involved. So now we're seeing her a whole hell of a lot, and I don't like it. But she's there with her, and okay, great. So everybody's coming, and we see Dr. Heavenly. And yeah, was that Aurora? Ain't that her daughter's name? Aurora? I think so. I was like, oh, is that your daughter? Like, she looked really cute. She looked really cute, but I mean, really grown, but not too grown for her age. I can't remember how old she is, but she looked cute. I'll just say that. And so yeah, the place is packed, y'all. So all the ladies are getting there. They're slowly filing in. Candy and Manetta comes. Kenya comes. She looks fabulous, of course. Sonya, bleh. And what's her name? Marlo. When Marlo comes, it's so funny because she's like, "Hey, ladies." Everybody's like, "Hey." And she in the confessional says, "Yeah, I know Candy's still mad at me, and it's gonna take a little time because she takes a little time, but it wouldn't take so long if I was a man or a chicken wing." Now listen, I can't be mad at that because it's true. This girl forgave her for some wings. So yeah, you a cheap date, Candy. Then y'all, we see Sonya, of course, messy ass Sonya. Where are we at with Marlo? Girl, beat it. You picked the wrong team once again. Nobody likes Marlo, and I don't even understand why they like you, Sonya. I really don't. But we see that Sheree, she's in her confessional saying she, as much as she would love to see Drew flop it like Drew. She said, I'm under the weather. And then we have this whole little laugh or whatever. Like, she's not under the weather. She just don't see it for Drew. And that's fine. She's not here for her. She don't like her. And I'm not mad at that. Listen, if you don't fuck with this girl for real, don't be around her. That's fine. However, are you missing out on money? Like, if she would have came, would she have gotten more money? Because I'm sorry, I'm going to be all at your thing. I just won't clap. I'll be there if I'm going to get paid. All right, y'all. So it's showtime, and Candace comes out in her blonde Beyonce wig and her little leotard thingy. Y'all, I'll be so glad when that's a thing of the past. I really will. Like, I hate that Beyonce started that, and then everybody and their mama just decided to stop wearing clothes. Like, I don't care about them being half naked and all that. I don't. Like, I just, oh, excuse me. I just feel like, why are we all doing the same exact thing? Like, we ain't even gonna try to be, original. And how many years later is it? Like, we're still doing that. But okay. Listen, she sounded good. She did her thing. And then out comes Drew. First of all, don't like the little short set that Drew had on. Why are you wearing that on stage, ma'am? A short set? Oh, and once again, it takes us back to Beyonce, right? That was so good. I want to buy him a short set. But listen, we get the I'm gonna be right here. I'm gonna be right here. And I was like, more words. Give me more words. Do more. And not only was I saying that, but everybody was saying that. Kenya was like, more, more. Like that was it. No, she said she's going to be here always. And that's it. That's all they said. And literally, she was up there for like 45 seconds. And they were clowning how fast she was up there. Sonya was like, yeah, she was up there a shorter time than, I ran or something. She ran a relay or something. And yeah, she was up there for like 43 seconds. 43 seconds. And yeah, the producers are so shady, adding that in the time and everything. But Marlo's like, yeah, I thought she was really going to do something. And she did the little, la la la, whatever. And that's it. Yeah. And then Candy was like, I can't believe she had a lot of people come out for that. And I'm going to have to agree with that. Girl, you invited all these people here to come and see you. Just say, I'm going to be right here. I'm going to be right here. And when she said be right, like she really acted like she did some things. And I'm like, girl. Now, they didn't sound bad. So I'm not clowning the way they sang. It was fine. It was literally just 43 seconds. That's all. All right, so after the performance, we go backstage, and it's so funny because who did I watch? I think it was Ashley. Was like, why did they give Drew flowers for that couple of seconds? I'm like, her husband bought her flowers, so that's fine. And she's talking about how nervous she was, and she felt like she back. She back. And I'm just like, girl, you did 43 seconds, but okay. So they go backstage and they're, congratulating her or whatever. And they're like, why didn't you do longer? And she's like, you know what? It would have been nice. Apparently she has a song that's out now. Like, why didn't Candace just let her be an opener or something? Like, let her do her little song. I don't know. Not my business. But as they're talking about it, what's her name? Sonya is like, yeah. And so, Drew, I just want to, talk about BravoCon and what happened there because I thought we were fine. And then you just started saying stuff or whatever. And she's like, so anyway, they end up squashing it, basically. She's like, it doesn't matter. Because Sonya was like, girl, were you acting? Were you putting on? Like, what's happening? And I think it's funny that they all think she be acting now because I do too. Like, since season 1, their whole shit has been an act. But she's just like, oh, you coming here? That's just all we need and we're fine. Yeah, whatever. How many times have they squashed this beef that's not really squashed? Honestly, like they don't see it for each other for real. So just leave it as is. But for right now, again, they're fine. All right, so then we get to Candy asking Courtney, listen, I heard you had some stuff to say about me and calling me ghetto. Listen, no, I didn't. I didn't call you ghetto. I said that the crowd that came out was ghetto, and I doubled down on it because, listen, I love the ghetto. I love ghetto. Ghetto is okay with me. My family's ghetto. I can show you ghetto. And I was like, how many times is she going to say ghetto? And then Kenya's just like, listen, it just comes off a little aggressive, which it does. Like the way she speaks or whatever, it's very aggressive. And she's just like, no, I wasn't being aggressive. Girl, you're always aggressive. And she just don't care. She just don't care. She was loud as shit. This is where I really, really realized how loud she was. Where I'm just like, if you look at it, nobody is being that loud. Like she's screaming. And it was just too much. Y'all, so then I'm sorry, I gotta keep it funky. Candy was going crazy for no reason again. And the girl was like, oh, you're triggered. She's like, you don't be looking down on where you came from and the people you came from and the people whose event it was should have been happy because I was bringing people to their event. I don't care where they come from and I know all kind of people. Okay. what she was saying, it made sense. It's fine. Just bring it down. Says like Candy really is giving her a lot, and I don't understand why. Like I don't understand why she really, really is coming off very triggered by this girl. Like I know this girl is infuriating, all that or whatever, and the sound of her voice, all of it is just too much. But Candy is really going there. I don't know. Y'all feel like she putting on a little bit? No, she be looking mad for real. Like she honestly be looking pissed off for real. And I'm just like, girl, why are you? Just lay hands on her. Come on, just get it over with. Listen, give us what we need, sis. Just go ahead and head butter one good time. Let us see. Let us see you dog walk somebody. I want to see it. I want to see it, Candy. All right, so then we move on to Manetta and Marlo. And you guys, I feel like again, I just feel like these people are just producing the shit out of it, or we have producers telling them what to bring up and like really trying to make moments, and I just don't like it, y'all. I wish they would just let shit flow. Like, why are we just sitting here like, okay, so that's done. What about you two? Let's get an argument from you two. And that's what I felt like. Like, it's like, Manetta's like, yeah, you said that Candy let me talk or whatever. Marlo's like, listen, I didn't say that. I just said, she repeated back everything that happened. And they're like, yeah, and you tried to play me. And she's like, okay, is that all you had to say, beautiful? And Manetta's like, whatever. Manetta, first of all, that's nothing to be mad at. Okay, she threw like that was light ass shade for real, where she was like, "Oh, Candy, let her come talk." I mean, yeah, it was a little shitty. I don't know that I would really fool with her after, but not even just because of that, but because I can see what type of person she is. She's gonna talk about any and everybody behind their backs. Their backs, like Marlo is no one's friend. So I probably just wouldn't fuck with her for that, but I would probably just be cordial with her. It's fine. It was not anything to be super pissed off about. I feel like Manetta is just being super pissed off because Candy was mad at her. So it's like, okay, now I gotta be mad at you because she was mad. Girl, okay. And yeah, Marlo just, she paid it dust for real. She was just like, oh, okay, beautiful, great. And we move on. Then we move on to, who did we move on to, y'all? Hold on. Marlo and Candy is where we go to. We go to Marlo and Candy. And not actually Marlo and Candy, but Drew asked Candy about the incident that happened. And she just keeps calling it like the incident. And Marlo's like, what incident? What incident? And she's like, the shooting. Like Marlo was trying to get her to say the shooting. And I'm like, I'm sure everyone knew what incident she was talking about. And Candy's like, it was a private incident. It's handled. Everybody's okay. Marlo, oh, I'm leaving. I'm leaving because Candy Burris doesn't have to talk about anything ever, which it's just not true. Like, unfortunately, Candy gives us a lot of the same shit, but she gives us stuff. Like, I feel like some of the stuff is real. I don't feel like everything that Candy comes up with is just made up for TV and everything. She has real life issues, and it's fine. So I don't know where Marlo is coming off. Girl, are you confusing her with Giselle? Giselle, who gives nothing up. Candy gives up a little bit. She gives up the same stuff, but she gives up something. So I'm leaving, and they talk her into staying. Why? Let her go. Just let her go. Yeah, so then we have 30 minutes after everybody's done filming. We suddenly turn the cameras back on because, Drew and Marlo are talking about the whole thing with Candy and the incident. And Marlo is basically getting on Drew because she didn't say shooting. She's like, why didn't you say it? And Drew is saying stuff like, I was there 2 days before the shooting, so I just really was interested in knowing what happened. Like she was trying to say, like, I just cared about what happened. I wasn't trying to be messy. She always being messy, but I guess that was her point. And Marlo's like, I'm gonna be quiet and let you talk. I'm just gonna be quiet and let you talk. So Drew explains how she's from Chicago, so she's lost people to gun violence. And I'm like, girl, what does that mean? I'm from Chicago too, and I too have lost people to gun violence. It's not funny. It's not, but I was trying to be mad at that at first because you'd be like, don't be giving my city a bad name. I don't live there now anymore. But yeah, I'm from Chicago, and yeah, people just be getting shot up. It's unfortunate. So, Marlo's like, well, I had a nephew, and you know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. So Drew once again goes on the whole tangent about how she's lost people and she was just genuinely concerned. Then we have Marlo saying that she lost a nephew. And you guys, I was confused by what Marlo was saying in terms of her nephew used to work at Candy's place. However, when he was shot and killed, it was by a roommate. I guess he was no longer working at Candy's place, but she was upset that Candy acted as if she didn't know him or didn't care. She told Candy what happened. Candy, she said, showed no concern really, although they showed excuse me, they showed a text of Candy saying, "Oh my God, that's so awful. I'm so sorry." And I don't know what Marlo be expecting from Candy. I don't, but I don't think he worked there anymore when he was, shot. So it had nothing to do with her actual play, her business. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like Marlo really, 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 really wants to be Candy's friend. I do. I just feel like she wants Candy to just love on her and really like her for real, for real. And I don't know, because all this jealousy, and it's just like, girl, what do you want from this lady? She said sorry. And when y'all spoke about it again, she had the concerned face. You know how you do your eyebrows and you just be like, she gave her all that. So I don't know what else she wanted. And then I can't stand the way Marlo makes everything about her. No, it's just very touching for me because I lost a nephew. Bitch, we all lost somebody. Like, seriously, I lost a little cousin. So, like, everything is just not about you, Marlo. I just feel like she tries to make everything about her. And in this moment, she did the same thing again because she ends up screaming in Drew's face, "Bitch, I lost a nephew." And she walks out, and Drew is just like, "What?" Like, she's like confused. And we were all confused because once again it's Marlo making it about Marlo, and it's ridiculous. She's so fucking ridiculous. I can't even believe we're back here with her. I honestly cannot believe. No, and I take that back. I can't believe we are, because the way the reunion went, Andy was definitely shooting her all kind of bail and letting her, just apologize for every goddamn thing, knowing she didn't mean it, number one. And number two, she just went back to being the same way. Like, Marlo is just a distant. She's not genuine at all. So why is she here? Why is she here, Ike? Like, we don't want. I don't personally want to see Marlo. I don't want to see Drew. I don't want to see Sonya. I don't want to see Candy. I don't. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, you guys. But yeah, let's finish up. All right, so that was basically the end of that. She's my nephew is dead, bitch. My blood nephew. I don't understand when people say blood. I mean, I get it because some people be claiming people that ain't really they people, but the whole blood thing, girl. Okay, we understand your nephew. Just stop claiming people that's not really your people, and then you won't have to say blood. I don't know, but I just feel like that's for kids, y'all. Just like cap, I don't like it. I don't like when adults say cap or whatever. Like, I don't even understand what that means. I don't get it. I don't understand how cap means. Like, listen, I don't want to sound old or anything. It's just some of the stuff that the babies do. I don't need to do. It's okay. But anyway, it was a decent episode. It's fine. The second time around was, I guess, better than the first time. Let's get on to Martha's Vineyard, even though, yeah, Martha's Vineyard is fine. Like, I actually enjoyed it more than this, so we can get on to that. If you are still here, excuse me, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much. Again, if you are new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. We would love to have you be part of the Beautiful People family. And like the video, you guys. It does wonders for my analytics. I would appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys in Martha's Vineyard. Well, we won't be there, but we'll be there. Okay? All right. Bye. Oh, smooches. What am I thinking? Like, really, you guys? I be taking so long to do videos that I be forgetting my intro, my outro, everything that I'm supposed to say or whatever. I promise I'm going to get it together. And I'm about to be very consistent because we're back. Okay? Smooches.